So now I'm wondering what fight I will do next, and when you're playing solo it's really about always picking the least dangerous fight, or the fight with the least risk. And of course I already completed a lot of the easier fights. So at the moment what we have left is the harpies over here. And they have a CC, and with only one character, that's pretty lethal. Right. We have the gnolls over here, which I would really like to take out, because then I get some awesome loot from the Zentarims. But the gnolls, there are a lot of them, and they have this three attack range. Those archers can do 3 shots when they're fully enraged, or whatever they have. And then you have Flint, which is a high level, high damage creature. So that's also pretty tricky for solo. We have of course Give Yankee, which is a lethal fight. And because I don't have Lae'zel, there's very little chance of talking my way through there. So I would have to fight them solo, and at level 5 there's no way I can do that. What else do we have? Oh yeah, so we have the windmill over here. That is probably one of the easier fights that I left up here. There are a lot of them. That's the thing. I can probably I have a high initiative. Let me see. Like, of course, when you play solo, high initiative is essential. I have 6. It's not stellar, but at this level it's pretty good. So I probably get to go first, or as one of the first, at least. And the problem with the fight also is that it starts with dialogue sequence. And that triggers automatically as soon as you get in range. So I prefer not to. But you could also, of course, because I'm used to playing like with a full party, and then you want to do the dialogue, win the dialogue, and then engage the fight, so you get double XP. As a solo, probably it would be better to just skip. You can do 2 ways, right? You can win the dialogue, and then that's it, or you could fight. Or you could try to do the dialogue and fight, but that's really too risky, I think. Either you engage them from stealth, and then you get a surprise round, which would be very helpful. And then hopefully you won't trigger the dialogue, because that would mess things up. Or you just do the dialogue and let them escape. Now the last would probably be the safest, because I have a lot of buffs to like this Bliss Spores and Mark of the Shifter, which gives me 1d4 to all checks. And then I have, of course, not this. This one, the silver pendant for guidance. So I could easily win the dialogue check. So why would I fight? Well, for one, fighting is more fun. It's also, but it's also more risky. I think the XP is about the same if you fight or win the dialogue. And the loot, of course, the loot. When you win a dialogue, you don't get the loot. Now, the windmill guys, they don't have a lot of great loot, so that's probably not. It would be more fun, but it will also be more risky. So I'm not quite sure yet if I will dialogue them or if I will fight them. Let's see, do we have anything else? Oh right, we have the Earth element, because I'm using a mod which adds some extra fights, but none of these fights I've done before, so that's really risky, right? Because my advantage comes from the knowledge of the game and know what to expect in a fight. And this I cannot even teleport to this one, because then I probably will start the fight, because it's the Earth Elemental is right over there. And it's like it's got like 200 hit points, and it's an Earth Elemental, so I don't know what to expect. I'm really scared about that guy. Probably it would be best to like have I have this minion, which is one of the things you can get from a quest. Shovel. Would probably be best to just send him in and see what kind of things he will do, and then make up my mind if I should attack him or not. Anything else? Oh yeah, so we have the hack, we have the red caps over here, and there are 4 of them, and they also got some CC, which is very tricky, because if you get CC'd, you die, or the chances of you dying is very high. So also another fight I'm looking forward to. Yeah, and we have the goblin camp. Maybe the goblin camp, because there's a lot of ways you can like make it a lot easier, the goblin camp fight. I've done all the small groups around it that you can clear up, like over here and over here and on top. And then in the Underdark, what have we left? We have what's it called? That land shark thing. Which on honor mode is tricky, and in solo honor it's really not a good fight. Because you need a lot of DPS to get it down. And if he crits, he can almost one-shot you in one round. If he rolls high. So that's something I would like to engage that one with some summons. And then we have the hook horrors, and the problem with those is that they can call for reinforcements, and they, if you are a little bit unlucky, you can have to fight 3 of them at the same time, including Filro, I think he's called, the mage, the drow mage. So that's also potentially a catastrophe waiting to happen. Then you got the Arcane Tower, of course. The Arcane Tower would be very feasible, at least to get some loot over there. I think that's actually, because when you know what the Arcane Tower is about, there's really not a lot of danger over there. I think we should do that. Let's So we go to the beach. About the fight itself, also a fight that should be taken very, very carefully, because Bernard can do a lot of damage. And before I can properly engage Bernard, I need the saucer flowers. Not sure if you know, but the saucer flowers really help dealing with those ads that Bernard has around him. They can disable them due to their anti-magic aura. So now in this this mod that I have with adds some. By the way, the mod that does some extra fights. It's a very, very tasteful mod. I can't. It's probably the best mod I have on here, and the fights that are added to the game are very, very tastefully done. In some cases, it's almost, or I would say, it is as if the original programmers, the game designers, made it, because they know exactly what fights to put where and if they would be appropriate or not, and some of them really add something to the story of the game. Now we have these guys over here. There's some red caps. I already encountered, already fought with them because I didn't know they were there. Because normally this area is empty. So let's see. We can all. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah, it's.
Time to skulk
you
about.
can see we can just pass over here, but just to be safe, what I'm playing here is actually
Nice, quiet.
like a Dwagar disguised as a drow. So what the Dwagars get at level 5 is invisibility, and invisibility really helps a solo playthrough, of course. In infinite invisibility is one of the best racial features. So very helpful. Makes the game so much safer. So get through there. Okay. So the other thing we should do is what's it called? Those fish folk. I want to call them Murlocs, but that's a different game. Okay, that's just a scare, because the land shark shows up over here, but he never engages you over here. So this is a safe area, but this one is tricky.
What do I have to lose?
So destroy that. And this one is super tricky. That one can kill your character if you jump over there, because you fall into the abyss over here, in the chasm. It's a bit tricky to shoot it. There, you can just shoot it. Right. So let's just for safety. I just like to have enhanced sleep always on, or whenever I feel slightly insecure, because with enhanced sleep you can escape any fight you encounter, and if you don't want to be there, you just get the fuck out of there. This is a very nice one, especially on a solo run, because wisdom saves are very important, as probably most D&D players know, and Baldur's Gate players. Of course, this one is also very nice, an extra source of invisibility, but I already have one source of invisibility here, so I think that for the CC protection I should equip this instead. Yeah. Wisdom is not my best stat. It's always a tricky thing to decide what stats are important. In this case, probably as I play it now, I should have put my strength into wisdom and constitution, because I'm using the elixir of hill giant strength. But yeah, this is I have strength at 16 now. Yeah, I don't feel like it would be safer to just respec, but I will keep it like this. This is what the stat setup I like to use when I use, like I like this is my favorite elixir. Offers protection and more action economy, so that's great. But they are very rare, so let's go back. Also, this guy, you should always be invisible.
Everything is clear.
Two.
Walk in death.
Combat me. Yeah, about the Bual, what are they called? Let me just jump down to see what they are called again. They're not Murlocs. They are... Ah, of course, Kuwatowa. Love those guys. They're such great characters. What I normally do here is get Bual's buff, which is there's a trick you can do to get a buff here, a permanent buff, a very good buff. It gives you advantage against bleeding creatures. To everybody who are here at the moment, all of your characters that are coming with you when you do this buff thing. And there's a trick to it, which usually succeeds, or almost. I've never seen it fail. But you need at least two characters to do it, and I only have solo, so I don't think I've never done this with a solo. So I don't think it's possible to do it. And then what do? You get again the same situation. I think there is a chance to get in combat here, and that's of course would be bad I mean, if you go to the dialogue thing and then you get in combat, then you are pretty much surrounded by, like, I'm not sure, like almost 10 of those Kuwatowa. That's not good as a solo. Also, the area here is relatively confined. I mean, there is some space. Like, what I like to do is use my mobility, like jump around and really pick when and where to attack. But there's so many Kuwatowa, not sure how viable it is. Like how much hit? They don't have a lot of hit points. So with 20 hit points, those would be killable. And I have one thing to aid me, which is this one. This is a very specific item. And it makes me invisible when I kill something. So that's a really great item to have, because I can pretty much engage kill one creature and then I'm invisible again, and then I can decide, do I want to continue the battle, do I want to exit the battle, right? So that's one of the ways to make the solo a lot easier. But as great as that sounds, often it doesn't work that way. I mean, often something goes wrong, and or for instance, if you miss your shots, you have a problem, because then during their turn they can like swamp you or overwhelm you. And a ranger with close-in, surrounded by enemies, is not happy. Not a happy ranger, if they survive. So, yeah. But probably my mobility here would be enough to clear this out without risking the dialogue scene here. So, for instance, this one here would be a great one to just like execute. Probably would be involve not too much risk. But
here goes nothing.
Let's think about it, because you need to. That's when you play solo honor. You think more about a battle than you actually battle. Yeah, that's just. You gotta be really aware of what you're doing.
Always room for more.
And have a clear picture in your mind how it should go and what should not happen, and what you will do when you're in a bad position. Right. Can you follow me? No, that's the problem. Okay.
Let's move.
Yeah, so, okay, this already makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, sometimes something happens, and having a summon can save your life. It has happened to me before that a summon has saved my life. So, in this case, well, what I can do, probably just...
Have a lot on my mind. And, well,
let's just
in it.
Get it.
Never wanted the easy path.
Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so. Okay. So also for these arcane towers, I would also need the saucer blooms to really like
Scorched ground. Better watch
destroy
out.
them safely, because in that case you can use the anti-magic aura, etc. Oh, fucking hell! So this is one of the. It's good that I am invisible. This one is a new one. This is the mod I have. We got some Azers, and those are pretty nasty customers. Okay, but we are invisible and they can't spot invisibility. It would be really embarrassing if I would wipe here. Now that I'm recording what I am doing. But they can't see invisibility. Oh, and there is also what looks like a fire myrmidon with a lot of hit points. Level 6. That's really not a fight I want to do. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. So yeah, what I usually do is disable those towers and then clear out the tower. But to disable the towers I need the social blooms, and that's not going to happen. So would it be safe to continue? And what can I do? Probably. Let me just check something to be sure. If I can't jump, yeah, I can jump and stay invisible, great. So then I should be able to just go inside. Through the window over here.
That chest. I can feel its magic.
Close this to be sure there's nothing near here, so... And those items are nice, and yeah, picking that up will make me visible again. Okay.
Don't mind if I do.
Now, these boots are very nice, because this is really a place I could use some Featherfall. Okay. Right, so because, and also to, oh, but there is some social blooms downstairs, of course. So let's see how far we're gonna get. Let's just. Oh, we still have the book over there, right? And then we need to book. Okay, so let's not forget that. So there's no enemies near here. Check. Might be something here. Let's not be too hasty. Okay. So now we want probably to have and let's just be sure. Looks safe so far. Nope, not safe.
That's curious.
I see. My goodness. Mike? Oh, that's probably fungi Dwegar. Probably. But probably they can't see me. Let's just send in my most expendable member of the team. Yeah, it's a sport servant. So this is a sport party, and oh, we have a sovereign here. Yeah, this is also, I've never fought these guys, not this group because of the mod, right? So, and here are the Susa Blooms. I really don't like to do that. Also, we have no real way. Well, we might be able to fight our way up, but I've never done that. And when you have lack knowledge is power, but when you lack knowledge, that is a weakness, right? So I'm really uncomfortable engaging them. Maybe I could do it. Probably I could do it, but with the arcane towers still up and my back, my exit route, we're full of danger. I'm really not comfortable. Yeah.
Let's get
Starting
going.
this fight over here. So, okay. So I don't think we can continue here. This is really two things stopping me from continuing here.
Light on my feet.
And in fact, I think we should just get out of here, because there's nothing for us to do here. Okay. So, the Kuatoa, that's an option, and the windmill is an option. And no, okay, that's. The other thing we could do is, because I was busy at Grimforge, and there's still some stuff to do there, I think, and just do that. At the very least there will be some XP. And I know that section pretty well. But there is also CC there, so that makes it risky. But I think probably the windmill is the windmill. What else do we have here? That's cleared. Yeah, we have that. No, I have to do that. Oh, of course, we have the beholder. What is it called? The spectator. Also CC and a lot of damage and not a good fight. Really risky. Oh yeah, the burlet, the land shard burlet. Also not good. We have this fight over here. It's a bit tricky. Let's start with doing some things at the Grimforge. I'm already getting a little bit anxious, and once you get anxious, that's you usually you have to listen to. If you're feeling anxious about a fight, then maybe avoid it, avoid it until you have stuff to do. Right. Yeah. So, okay, so.
No traps, please.
Did that already. Did this. But we didn't do this. Right. Oh, we lost our invisibility due to water. And this guy also.
Looks like an ambush.
Here we have those oozes, which are tricky. Probably could do it. Probably could do it.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. What path lies before me? Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
I'm not sure if there will be extra ads here due to the mod. Let's not assume there won't be.
More for me.
Probably not, but yeah, so here we have Philomene, and that's it. And Philomene has some a nice explosive gunpowder barrel, which you can just take if you're invisible, which is by far the safest way to do it, because then she can't blow up anything.
Hold it! I swear to Iron Hand, one more step and I blow us to chunks! Wait, what in the hell's? Bugger it all! You moved them. Go on, drag me to Moonrise. I'll make you cunt nutters suffer.
So actually I'm doing a Dark Urge playthrough, which I am pretty dark, and a pretty dark Urge. But Philomene is a great character. I like her, so I can't really kill her. I don't want you. I just wanted the smoke powder.
Rune powder, you mean? Such a damned waste.
I'm sorry.
Look, you have no idea what you're dealing with. Any true Iron Hand would trade their life for a grain of this stuff. It's the whole damn reason we're here.
Vague notions of rumor and myth. Nothing solid comes to mind.
Look, we're freedom fighters. We need this powder to prove a point. To people who really need a point proven to them. I go where there's shit to stir. And there's no shortage of options. I'm getting gone. You ought to do the same.
Right. And some explosives are always nice on a solo run. Not that I like to use them overly much. I think it's a little bit, how do you say? There's cheesing the fights. I don't like to cheese the fights. But there's a time and a place for these things. And I'm certainly not above using them when the situation calls for it. Now I know that most phases in Baldur's Gate don't contain anything, but for some reason some of these do. Like this one. And I'm pretty short on cash. Oh, this is very nice. Very, very nice.
What's inside? I'll give it a shot.
Well, let's just go around. Okay. I'm not... Okay, so we do have some space now. Yeah, those oozes. The thing is, I don't think they're very fast, and we have quite an advantage here, because we can like fight our way back all the way to the room in the back over there if need be. And I don't think I think we can pretty safely engage them. Let's think about it a little bit. We also have Spike Rope, but yeah, like if we gonna use Spike Rope, then we really can only. Then this should be our last battle, because I don't want to go enter a battle without any spell slots. Thing is, as far as I recall, they have quite a lot of hit points. I think they do have a ranged attack, but their melee is a lot heavier, if I recall. And we should not be in melee in any case, so that should be okay. Do they have CC? I seem to remember something about that, but if worst comes to worst, we could probably see. Jump over here. We could, in fact, start a fight over here. In that case, they have no way to get to me, and we have, of course, the height advantage. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, and here we have plenty of space if need be. There are some monsters over here. The Mergon with their hounds. But we don't need to enter that door. And over here there's plenty of space as well. I don't see how we need that space, but it is there if we need it. So, and from this position, I don't think they can actually do a lot. I mean, what would they be able to do? I can walk. Yeah, I can walk. Shouldn't you be able to hit me? Of course, my little ad will be used as a lure, if that works. But that's his job. Kind of like that. We should, of course, do no sleep. Add Featherfall just in case, and invisibility. Shall we do it? Oh, and yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, we have the right items equipped. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's give it a go. And he doesn't trigger them. He can't trigger them. Oh, that's very annoying. Very annoying. Oh boy, why doesn't he trigger them? He's visible. I see. That makes it so much more difficult. Well, not. I just don't like it. Okay.
I can do better. I must.
Like in that case, I would have to trigger them. Right? I just don't like it. So now I'm again doubting if I should do this fight. Like, yes, I can probably roughly use the same strategy, and the likelihood of them winning an initiative and killing me in one round is very unlikely, but I mean, it's not impossible. And then if they get triggered and he's on top of me, which is probably gonna be the case, I would have to go invisible and then jump. It's possible. But I just don't like the risk, you know. Oh boy. So I thought about it, and I just don't like to do this because those oozes, they in melee range, they're just they're just a little bit too much. So the risk factor is too high for me. I have decided to do the windmill. That should be a doable fight. Oh! Ah! It doesn't trigger in... okay, so but this is good. So it doesn't trigger in, that's a good thing to know actually, it doesn't trigger in turn-based, but it does trigger like this. Okay, so that's not too bad. So they have almost 70 hit points, right? That's sort of what I remembered. And don't they also, yeah, they have the resistance against slashing, okay, not piercing, and lightning resistance, extra attack. They are indeed a level 5, so they're pretty lethal in melee. They are like warriors, sort of. Yeah. But not a lot of AC. And they don't have... I think I want to use an ice. It's not really necessary. Oh shit. I forgot to... I was a little bit surprised there. And normally, in this case, because my main character is invisible, actually my main character is not in combat. It is only my closet that's in combat. So in that case, what you need to do is stop time for your main character, and I forgot to do that in this case. Just because I was a little bit shocked that the combat happened after I entered turn-based mode. That's actually, I ended turn-based mode, I got in combat, and then I should have re-entered turn-based mode. That's not a disaster, I think. The setup is still pretty good. What I lost now are Enhanced Sleep and Featherfall and my poison. I think I should still be safe over here. What is there? 14 con. Let's drink a potion to get blessed and dipped in poison, which is this one. Does some extra damage. And let's give it.
Think you can take me on?
Okay, so that's a good bit of this. Hit points gone. That is very nice. Okay. So, looks like this is indeed a very nice position to fight from.
I won't give in.
I could have killed with my main character. In that case I would have gone invisible. I probably would have, that should have been my move. I was just thinking about action economy, but I can't really do anything with my, or I can actually go hide, which more or less means the same thing. I will at least get advantage on my next attack. Unless there's something else I need to do. We could do Featherfall also, alternatively. But that is not a ritual. Actually, it's not a ritual, so put it, but it is from an item. It's interesting. I don't know actually what would happen in that case. But I think hide is a pretty good action in this case. So let's just do that. I don't think we should be spotted like this. Let's see what to do. Not a lot, it looks like. Okay.
Can't even catch my breath.
I kinda like this. Why don't I get to see the effect? Let's just target them like this, I suppose. In that case, I'm pretty sure they will hit. Critical miss. But we still hit something. And he's outside of normal of the range. Due to my height. That's a bit annoying. But I don't see a solution to that. But it should be fine, I suppose. Let's just give him another one. So in this case, like when you're playing, like if I was with a group, I would have done another attack, no doubts. But like, yeah, well, I could probably risk it. I mean, there's not a lot I'm risking. So I could hide and then just move back, which totally would secure me. In this case, I could miss and walk back. In that case, I'm also safe. And I could hit, and then I'm invisible at the same time. Let's just shoot them, right? Yeah. So okay, I'm invisible. Well, in that case, I'm totally safe. Can't do anything. And in this case, this guy can also go invisible because he is expendable, but if we don't have to expend him, that's a win.
Come on, can't stay idle.
And now he's probably going to investigate this where that's the only thing he can do as far as I see. And he's at least going to try to do that. It shouldn't be successful. I mean, he will see that this is nothing, but my quality is still invisible. That's great.
Blood comes easy these days.
And now he is fully in range. And should be. Don't see how we can get in trouble here. Okay, so same thing. We could hide. Let's hide. That's the. Don't see how I could get in trouble, but I don't see how he can do anything now. I mean, what can he do? He can do nothing.
Still on my feet.
He's dead. Because if he can't do anything, he's not gonna do anything. Not like that.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Exactly.
I'll strike you down.
Now he is fully dead. Okay, so that was like a lot went wrong in that fight, but I was never in any danger. And that's the
Wonder
whole
if the
point
gods
of
are
it.
watching me.
Like, if you're never in any danger, then you're never in any danger. You're not gonna lose. At worst, you're gonna flee. But in this case, I was nowhere near any of that. It was very smooth. And now there is some looting to do. There's some nice spells in here. Especially that Thunder Wave is very, very useful for a ranger when the shit does hit the fan. Let's over here. Oh, and right, there's some
Wish I had a better
arrow
hold me.
here, which is always
Tools and a
nice.
climbing rope. This must have been that gnome's escape route.
Arrow of ice. So let's scout a little bit.
Intestines throb. Blood whispers. Can't slow down.
I think you still trigger the dialogue scene if you get too close, even when you're invisible, which shouldn't be the case, but I think it does, which is a bit annoying. So you have to be aware of that. They are here, right? Did they leave already? I don't see them. What? How come? No. Ah, I know why. It's because we went to the Grimforge. Because Barkus appears over there. I think that's really unfortunate. Well, I'm not sure what will happen with Barkus now, but I think that's the reason why we don't get the sequence. That's unfortunate because now I'm missing out on all this XP. Yeah, I was level 4 before going to the Grimforge, and at level 4 I wasn't really comfortable doing this fight. So I waited, I tried to look for XP, but there's only so many easy fights, and everything else was, I figured was too dangerous for level 4. So the last thing I could do was go to the Grimforge for some extra XP, and then I found some extra XP there. But that meant that this one can't be done anymore. It's one of those things. Maybe there was a way to do it better in another sequence or something, but it's just due to, well, me doing it for the first time like this, I suppose, and not sure if I would have done it any different in any case. It's unfortunate, but what can you do? Loot, that's what you can do. There wasn't any good loot here in any case, except for what's down here.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
But yeah, the XP. It's a pity about the XP. It's yeah. You really need, as a solo player, you really need the all the XP you can get. Dash. I'd never dash on this character. Don't see me dashing. This one is very nice, of course, for emergencies. And the smoke powder satchel is also nice-ish. Okay. That's a pity. Right. So that's the Blooded Village cleared. Oh, well, there's the Spider Queen underneath. I really don't like that fight. As a solo, she has a very nasty CC. She can see invisibility. Very, very nasty. And the phasing, the phase jumping. That's pretty much a very dangerous fight. I think the Kuatoa, the Goblin Camp. Goblin Camp should not be too risky, but there's a lot of them, that's the problem. Of course there's a lot of tricks to diminish their numbers. But because there's so many, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Especially if you're gonna use the poison, which is a very nice thing to do, because then they're bunched up. You can also then make use of Baromancy, but you cannot get caught doing the poisoning. Probably the Kuatoa are less risk. The Gnolls, I still think that's a little bit more risky. I think I wiped at least one honor party, full honor party. It was a long time ago, but I wiped one honor party at the Gnolls at one point. It was a totally... I didn't know a lot about the game back then, but still a bit scared of them. And the Harpies, the CC is just too risky also. I think the Kuatoa are probably the easiest one. So what I like about this is that they're grouped up. Oh, 62. This one has 20. This one has 20. But these ones have a lot more. This one also has 20. So the ones in the center are... This is like... a level 2 warrior. Level 2. Oh, is it? It's a level? No, these are also level 2. So these are what? Like archers or something? Yeah, these are archers. There's just so many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The guys 8, I think. 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of them. Now, I'm not intimidated by any one of them individually. I mean, these are easier to kill than the oozes, I think. But they are just so many, and they are all over the place, more or less. And I cannot create this like a really safe spot for myself. Go over here, but they will just heal in that case. I think I should just like kill one at a time. Starting with this one, I think. Now, I would really feel comfortable with having it with enhanced leap and featherfall, and stealth, of course, and then that should do it. If it goes really badly, then I can flee. Like this. Okay, so this is probably a one-shot.
I need a quick word.
But there's nothing wrong with a one-shot. stealth, and then I went out of combat, so nothing has happened really. So we can just okay. We're a little bit too. They were going to the Spectre Force, but it's no problem. I can just kill, and I'm back in invisibility. And what are they going to do now? I don't think that much. Like, they can inspect this location, but I won't be there. Right. Yes, go and look, guys, go and look. Well, that was not a lot. Let's just take it from the top. Right. No need to be hasty. Okay, so now I'm already making myself a little bit more vulnerable, which I don't like. But I haven't aggroed yet, so pretty sure I'm still more than fine. We are going to inspect this location over there, and we are out of
Still
combat
in
again,
control.
which is
Just
fine.
Best be on my way.
Oh, we have no movement speed, of course. Okay, so no problem, no problem. Just
I've got a long road ahead.
so we have a group over here, and we have a couple
Very
over
well.
here. Ah, there we have Bual. Okay. How about these? You know what? I'm not really comfortable with this. I'm just
Wonder if the
going
gods
to
are watching me.
give them some time to do what they're doing, and then probably they will go back to their original location, or at least I know what I mean, they will not do any strange stuff anymore. It looks like they are done with doing anything. Okay. Not really liking that there are 3 of them over here, but could be worse. I think if I still. Yeah, these are the warriors. How about we get you in?
Still alive. So that's progress.
So I wonder if I get a surprise round if I attack like this. But in any case, probably we will see that my main character will go out of combat, out of turn-based mode, and we would have to re-engage turn-based mode. And they are surprised, which is great. So, what do we do now? They're surprised, so... Right.
Looking ahead.
Now, we should kill at least one of them. So let's hope this one will do it. And does, but for some reason I am not invisible. That's a bit nasty. I should have been, right? Well, in any case, that's why we have fallback options. Bonus action and movement. So we can get a long way out of here. Yeah. We should.
To keep going.
I'm afraid my little buddy is going to get some visiting time. I don't see any way for now.
Where do I go from here?
That would be pretty nasty. Or... oh, we had of course we had the surprise round. So it's...
Behold the dance of death.
Okay. So does it mean... well,
That
should
should work.
I mean, it's a little bit risky what I'm doing now. But it should still work. Oh, that's not... this is... oh, this is not nice. Ooh. Oh boy. This is... I was a little bit overconfident there. I might mean... probably nothing's going to happen. Let's make it... okay, that's at least something. And again, for some reason I did not turn invisible. Maybe because it wasn't an enemy or something. Yeah, and we don't have that. This is actually a mistake. I was afraid something like that would happen. But, I mean, come on. This guy is not gonna kill me in one turn, right? He might CC me and that would be horrible, but...
Sometimes the only way out is through.
nasty, but okay.
Nothing will stand in my way.
And like this is why I play Dwegar. I can now just go invisible and there won't be a problem. Do we want to?
Another fight. Let's go.
That's good.
Nothing important is ever easy. With haste.
Yeah. We have a bonus action, so we can just let loose. Four. But this is the safer thing to do. It's actually interesting that those are in the battle, but they are not aggroed. They're still neutral, which is I didn't expect that. Of course, if they had aggroed, then I would have not done what I'm doing now. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. Get away if you can. Yeah. Okay then.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Okay, that was a little bit trickier than I had planned because I was a little bit
Best be on my
overconfident
way.
at one point. I shouldn't have taken so much risk. But yeah, I mean, okay. How much risk was there? Well, if that guy had critted everything, could he have killed me? Probably not. But still, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. But that's what keeps it interesting, I suppose. Okay, let's take these boots. Let's heal ourselves a little bit. Probably not these boots. I feel a little bit bad for these guys. I mean, I should kill them for the XP, but I don't want to. I mean, they seem so friendly. They're almost like they're cheering me. Okay, but yeah, we really need the XP. So. He doesn't even have his dagger. I wonder where. Does one of these guys have it? The zealot will drip. Yeah, he has it. Okay. Now only the dagger has the blessing, and you can get it on your entire party as permanent buff. And I don't think like this will work if I equip it. Would be cool if that was the case, but I don't think so. No. And let's see. It's not like I'm in melee a lot. Oh, but it has 2d4. So it does more damage. But it doesn't have the +1. Shame. We're probably gonna... I don't know. Actually, in this case, this one would probably be even better. Because we're not gonna do melee, and saving throws are just very good. Nice to have. Yeah, for sure. Okay. feel so bad engaging these guys.
Violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
These guys are a lot tougher, I think. I really miss. I also play this mod called the Trials of Death. It's a really nice mod. It's a roguelike, if that rings a bell. Basically, you do battle after battle after battle, and during the battles you gain some currency, which you can expend for resources. It's a really good way to hone your skill in your abilities or your control of the character or the classes. And one of my favorite ways is also a ranger, and then I have a ranger with also like 3 levels of rogue for the thief, and then you get 2 bonus actions, and that's a really lovely playstyle. In this case, I always feel that I'm missing 1 bonus action because I want to do some other stuff as well. In this case, I just want to. I want to buff myself a little bit more, like do a healing potion for the extra buffs, but I also need to make sure that I'm safe, and here I'm not safe. So I really would like to have another bonus action, but in this case the only thing I can do probably is the best thing. Jump away. Don't think they will be able to do much in that case. Dash. I have to say, I'm not feeling too confident about these guys. And I was able to, during my surprise rounds, 5 damage. That's nothing. And I suppose they can throw stuff at me. So in this case, I feel the fight is like turning against me, and I mean that's really not something you can accept when you're playing solo. So probably you know that you want to withdraw and reset it, and we have a perfect reset button here. Question is, do I stay here or do I leave? I think I will just leave. Case. I really wanted for you to stay there, my friend.
Keep it
to
together.
have some eyes on the situation. Can I do that? And that's not possible for some reason.
I've got a long road ahead.
It's not a big issue. I mean, I'm still stealthed. I enter and they should be not be aware where I am. And in fact they are. Let's see.
Very well.
They are somewhat reset. Okay. Right. That's a bit unfortunate. I had hoped that would go a little bit, would have gone a little bit smoother. There's a run low on arrows also. They've healed, of course. Well, it was only 5 hit points. The problem is these guys, you cannot one-shot them. I mean, you cannot one-turn them. You cannot put out enough damage in one turn, or unless you're very like you crit, but you cannot count on that to kill them in one turn. And that's really, if that's possible, that would be really nice, because then you can then I go invisible and I mean, I will always have the invisibility. So we should maybe just try again. Wasn't really optimal last time. The problem is I would really like to heal myself, but then I cannot jump.
I should speak up.
Your violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
It's strange though that I don't get my double attack for some reason. Maybe I'm overlooking something obvious, but I would figure that normally you would get your double attack. It's also like I really need that second shot. Ah, miss again. And now we are pretty much in the same situation. Not okay. They're not gonna do much. Indeed, and now they're coming all this way. That's pretty good actually. In this case, I am pretty invulnerable, I would think. Oh, that's not a good thing. This is not. Well, this is better because this one is the one we already damaged, but we got a lower hit. And I don't really want to use my movement speed to get a better position for hitting. I mean, I can go here, but I would really use it to withdraw a little bit to be extra safe. Yeah. Ah, that's nice. Critical hit. And he got some poison condition. Ah, nice. Another good hit. Okay, that's not so bad. And I think if I stand here, I don't think they can do a lot. Yeah, exactly. Great. So now we have this guy and this guy, which is very nice, very nice. So to play it safe, I would like to kill this one, because then we have made some sort of progress in any case, if we can kill him, which should be the case, right? Exactly. So now I can choose to shoot and jump, in which case we should be safe, or just reset the fight. But I'm feeling a little bit more confident now. A shoot and jump should be already done that a couple of times. Like, yeah, I mean, what are they going to do? Don't think they're going to do anything. Nice. Mobility is the best. In football they have a name for this kind of tactic. Let's do it a little bit more risky. Should be okay, I think. We have plenty of movement. And we have a good chance of killing this one. Yeah. And I don't think these will be able to get at me in any case. So we can just shoot one. The only thing is maybe they could throw, but I don't think they could throw. Even if they could throw, they're not likely to do me serious damage. Okay. Right, in this case This is tricky. But let's see. This should be safe. Maybe I'm not going to do a lot of damage. No, but they're not going to do anything, I think. So in this case, I don't think they can get at me. So I can just shoot them another. I mean, I'd be very surprised if they managed. Nope. A little bit close for comfort, but oh, he only had 1 hit point left. Yeah, let's be sure. Ooh, that's a bit unfortunate, but no problem, no problem. That's okay. So in this case, should be okay. He's going to inspect. And yeah, we're gonna get out of combat. So what worries me now is my buffs, they are running out. And that's, I mean, it's only 1 left, but why run the risk? Because for me, for my playstyle, enhanced sleep is really essential as a backup plan, as a way to attack, like maneuvering.
Something over there.
Non-fitted Jojo.
Takes a fight.
Ah, surprised. So we should be okay here. Right. In case I'm not. Yeah, okay. Well, that should be the end of it. Great. So I think this second part of the fight went well, never in any real trouble, didn't take too many risks. The only time I got into some problems was over here, didn't really like that. That could have been done better, but overall, well, we survived. And you gotta be happy when you're doing this solo and survive the fight. It's always a nice surprise.
What's inside?
So that were the Kuatoa. Not too bad.
Let's see what this does.
Okay, so yeah, now we have the same question. But at this point I think we've done all the stuff I was really comfortable with. I mean, yeah, okay, get that. These are nasty. We got some nasty stuff over here, which is also due to the mod. There's like 300 ancient hook horror or something called ancient hook horror. It looks really nasty, and then like 2 hook horrors, one ancient and one normal one. Well, that's not something I'm. And there is also something very nasty where the Valaraluve is. Here I think, right? Am I here? I fought it as in an heroic party, and I had a lot of difficulty getting that one killed with an heroic party of 4, right? On a party I mean, of course. And on a party of 4, difficulty with that one, so also not something I'm gonna attempt alone. I think the goblin, probably the goblins are next. The goblin camp, the goblin camp. Oh, we also have, of course, the owlbear cave still. That might be doable. Especially because we have some help over there. Still, there are 2 of those owlbears, 3 when you count the little one. And they do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage. But I should be able to use my maneuverability in there. I have to think about that for a little bit. Be right back.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby. This is it.
So, about a little bit more than 100 hit points. And it's double. And a lot of strength, a lot of constitution. Multi-attack, enraged. And support.
No one stopped me yet. Have to keep
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Not going to attack yet, just want to see. Well, a good chance to hit, that's for sure. So we should do a very nice first damage round. Should do. And should also do surprise. Only thing I'm worried about is buffing up, because I would like to do it from here. I don't know what will happen if I become visible over here. But I suppose we can risk finding out, because the worst that's going to happen is that we get into conversation and then, well, I think it won't be a big problem. We need damage. We have this one. Yeah, Featherfall is nice to have. Okay, we're fully buffed up, I think. Yeah. I don't want to hit. That's a little bit less damage than I'd hoped for. But we still have some actions.
Well, so much for peace.
That's good. That's a nice hit. So, do we go into stealth now? I think so. And then I can shoot another round also. But I would feel safer. You have this one. Yeah. I will feel safer.
Don't want to draw any attention. On my way.
Great job, guys. at least something.
Fall by my hand.
So if we hit this, we go into invisibility, which I think is a risk I'm willing to take. Because we at the same time then get rid of the owlbear.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Oh, and just that one we're gonna miss. Oof, okay, now we should still be okay. Just a little bit scary. Oh yeah, come on guys. That's saved, okay. That's not optimal. What is this guy gonna do? Okay, well at least. Yeah, okay, well that's okay.
A beautiful death.
Good. Well, that's one at least. Nice. Poisoned. Should be okay to shoot. Not doing a lot of damage. It's bothering me. Don't think there's much we can do about it. Oh, please. Come on, guy. What are you doing? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, I don't like this. Don't like this at all. So I think the only move we can do here is invisibility and jump away. I mean, I don't like this situation. guy's not very useful. In this case, I think I would rather reset than re-engage right away. In the worst case scenario, the little cup would kill Endrick, and then the Albert mate would come after me with only 32 hit points. I think that's too risky. I mean, and what we're going to lose is Endrick.
Into the bloody fray.
I wonder if that Albert's rage will dissipate. Probably will, right? Ten turns or something. Because I'm assuming. Yeah, resistance to all physical damage. Exactly. So, I mean, like that, it would take a long time to kill it. Too long. So long. Without the resistance, I could probably kill it in 2 turns, more or less. And if we get a surprise round, that would be enough. Might be enough or close to it. But if it stays enraged, I don't really like the odds. It almost seems like it wants to stay enraged. It's not like we can see, right? Albert is enraged, yeah, it doesn't give a timer. Come on, guy, you can't stay angry. Not good for you. Looks like it will stay like that. Okay. Well, I suppose test something. Yeah, okay, so dragging will make him visible. That's logical. Yeah, I feel in this case I would be tempted to use some explosives. But I don't think there's a good way to get them in place. Except maybe maybe use some summons. Still enraged. That second owlbear may be a lot more difficult to kill than the first. I mean, if I hit all my shots, I would be looking at like 10 shots at least. That's like 5 turns or something like that. Staying alive. It's too much. I mean, we have the maneuverability on our side. We could kite it. But that thing is jumping as well. Not as far as I can. We would be jumping.
Mind never quiet.
I jump like this.
Walk in death.
We would need feather fall for that. But the other way around, probably not. So if we start there and cut this way, like that, might work. If it doesn't like move over here and jump on top of us. Actually we could also start over here. Do we want to try that?
Nothing hurts anymore. At the ready.
Oh, but of course we need to. Oh, but maybe. At the moment, I'm a little bit less confident that buffing up won't cause aggro. I have to think about this a little bit more. So we need to know that it's safe to buff up here. And we really need to know what kind of movement the owlbear has. And I think both can only be found out through trial and error. And in this case I'm just going to use my closets. Oh, actually, fiend, to figure the one thing out, if it's safe to buff up here. So, I mean, if I should be able to do this. And I'm now visible, or my fiend is visible and he's not being attacked, so this is a safe place to buff up. That's good. So that should be
Have
the
a lot
case
on my mind.
for
And well, in it.
my character as well. Yeah, okay. And yeah, the movement thing, that will be trial and error. So what I'm planning to do,
I don't need any attention right now.
Like this. Okay. Let's check. I think this is a safe spot. What I'm planning to do is like stand over here, something like that, then buff up. That should be okay. And then start the combat and then jump like in this direction. And then we will see what the movement speed is, or what kind of distance he can cover. It's a good thing that the owlbear doesn't really move. So that's pretty predictable. And the owlbear cub is kind of scanning around but not doing much either. So I think
A knife in the dark.
okay. And I'm thinking about, yeah, let's do a basic poison. Okay, let's buff up. Okay, that's a good buff up.
On my way.
I can jump all the way over there. That's great. Well, it's far. I mean, there's no way it can get close to me. But no, I don't think so. Don't think so. Would be very surprised if. But yeah, let's jump that far to be sure. Shoot. Okay. We didn't get a surprise round. That's a bit unfortunate. I wonder why that is. Seems like sometimes you get to, sometimes you don't. And again, no second shot. Annoying. Okay. Okay, what are you gonna do now? Dash, of course. And yeah, not far at all. And he started from around here, but if I jump here, I can't jump there, I can't jump there. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. And from here, probably, oh, I can, oh, but it's probably with movement. No, I can, yeah, I can, okay. It's not horrible. Can even move slightly forward. Probably. Yeah, should be okay. Ah, but it's worse. Like that. Should still be okay. And oh. Okay then. Should still be okay. Yeah, okay, like this. And from here, we can jump there. doubt that he will be able to get there. Nice hit, couple of hits. Alternatively, we could just jump a long way over there, which is probably even better. Okay. I can't. I don't think he can cover that distance. Question is, well, but where we'll get to. I think we're pretty safe. Okay. We'll get up on top. Great. If he doesn't get too close, no, that's perfect. Perfect. Only hope the little cup won't cause me any trouble. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. This could be, well, he's not going to do a lot of damage in any case, right? So that should be okay. Oh, we don't want opportunity attacks. Yeah, I'm not very comfortable going this direction. I mean, oh well, this should be okay. Except for the little owlbear, but I don't think I can get to him. I mean, the big owlbear. Don't think so. The other option is this way. I think that's a bit more tricky. I mean, he came from roughly over there, and then we have to move. But he can also jump, maybe. Would be a pretty impressive jump, but these guys, they like jumping. So I'm not gonna risk that, I think. I think this is the safer option.
And away I go.
Some little owlbear, what's he going to do? He's not gonna get to me either. Awesome. So, yeah, I think we're gonna not going to in the water. Probably, yeah, this is not optimal, but this is not about optimal, this is about safe. We did a hit, that's great. And another hit, great. Okay. So, like that. Don't think either one will reach me here. It's a good thing the little one doesn't move nearly as fast as the big one. Nice, 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 nice. But where do we go now? We could go here or here. I think that's pretty safe. Oh! Oh, I was a little bit scared that he would make the jump in one go. Oh my god. But he can't. No, he can't. No. Ooh. That was a little bit scary. Do we want to do this? I think so.
Never a dull moment.
13 hit points. Oh. Two hit points. Now I might be tempted to, but let's not do that. But I did, I think I caused some problems for myself over here. Because now, yeah, normally I'm used to fighting and he's like, I'm used to fighting creatures with a little bit less mobility. So in that case, it's no problem to jump over them, but in this case this could be a problem. Let's see. My closet survived. My feet survived. And yeah, that was probably just about what I needed. Okay. We only need to do 2 damage. Come on. Great. And let's see if we can get the cup saved.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. Need to find a way forward.
So I was quite happy with how that fight went. except for the end there. I did think about. I was doubting a little bit which direction to go, and I should have taken the safer one. I went to the back and put myself in a corner there, and due to the Albert's mobility, that was a little bit dangerous. I mean, I think he could have, if he hadn't attacked my feet, he could have attacked me instead. But I could also have avoided it if I hadn't picked that corner to stand in. I could have gone the other way around, like what I was doing. So I made it a little bit more difficult, more dangerous than I should have. But it was a good demonstration of how I like to play this character with, or one of the ways. Like I can use the invisibility and stuff, the hit and run, or the hit and invisibility tactic. But with stronger enemies, that's not really an option. So in that case, kiting, like what I did, can also work. And it was not a perfect execution, but we are still alive, so I'm happy. Yeah, and I think this is also a good time to probably call it a night, because the next fight will be probably the Goblin Camp, and that's a little bit more difficult. And actually, I'm not actually sure if it will be the Goblin Camp, but that we're going to decide that the next time. And I will do probably will do a long rest, but I will have to. At least I need some sleep now, because this were some quite interesting fights, and I like to be a little bit more fresher before I start a fight. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. This is how I play my character, and yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. So let's see. Good night.